Hello, hello, hello. Melissa, I am the creator of Thank Me First, and we are shooting our 18th live episode of WTF, aka Wednesday Thought Forum. So today's topic is going to be 3 strategies to wipe out our to-do list. So lately here, you've been feeling overwhelmed. We're all spending a lot of time at home and doing things from home. It's a little bit different for us. But the fear of the unknown is also encroaching upon some of us. So your everyday tasks adding up. By now, mine is a mile long. I don't even run a mile, let alone have a mile long tasks that I have to think about daily. So I see some people joining. So if you are, wave your hand and send some hearts, because Facebook doesn't let me know when people are online unless you comment. So, okay, so if you're just joining us, we are discussing 3 strategies to wipe out our to-do list. So let's think about our to-do list for a moment. Most of us, or for most of us, 8 hours of it's already wiped out from our day-to-day 9-to-5 jobs. And then by the time we do get done, we're defeated from all the tasks that took place that day from our jobs. So now work's over. We decide to maybe spend a little time to catch up on social media. And we still have to make a phone call to our parents or one of our friends. Hi, Tim. Glad you're joining us. And yes, you are correct. We need to reward ourselves for each of them that we mark off the list, because that's a huge accomplishment. It may not look like it, but it is. So you are so true. Thank you for sharing that. So now, we can't forget to send out that email. And dang, I need to cook dinner. It is getting about that time, isn't it? So I'm going to cook dinner here after I wash a few dishes, because I need to do that in order to cook dinner. But I think before that, I'll hurry up and just throw in a load of laundry after I get my glass of wine. Oh shit, there's no butter. Dang, now I need to go to the supermarket before I even start that. So you get it, right? Tons and tons of stuff to do on our to-do list. But let me throw another one at you. Research shows that the longer our to-do lists are, the less likely you are to complete them. So what happens then? That's when the overwhelm starts to set in, our brain starts spinning, and then anxiety sets in as well. And dang it, you still haven't had that glass of wine. So here are 3 strategies to keep yourself from being overwhelmed, from having an unproductive day. Again, if you're just now picking up, we're just doing 3 strategies to get our to-do list all completed without overwhelm. Hi, Rebecca. Nice to see you. Glad you could join us today. If you're on here, I see a couple people on here, drop your name so I can say hi, because I can't tell unless you comment below. But thank you for joining us. So our number 1 strategy is to pick your top 3 priorities right away. And when I say this, you do this before you check your email or social media or anything like that. Because again, research shows that prioritizing is one of the most taxing things on your brain. And it's usually because we have to compare numerous items, and then we have to make a decision on each one of them. So then our brain goes into overload. So even such a small task as maybe like looking at emails or going through social media can hinder our ability to prioritize effectively. And then once you picked your main priorities, then you need to sequence them and then do them immediately. And when I say this, don't skip from one task to another, because you'll never get it done. So make sure you do one task at a time, get it done, move on to the next. Number 2 is going to be, and this is a shocker to most, but trust me, it will work. Cross off half of your things on your to-do list. And when I say this, because most people have to-do lists every day, so when you cross off half and then you start the next day, eventually your list is going to get shorter and shorter, even if you're adding 2 here and there. I know it sounds crazy, but just try it. because what you don't realize is that your brain is working behind the scenes on every little task that you have on your to-do list, even when you're not aware. And trust me, I know this happens. Recently, I've been stressed. I have a huge list of to-do things, and I find myself waking up every night because I'm grinding my teeth because I'm so stressed. So it even happens when you're not aware of it. And then this in itself also drives down your productivity. So all the things that you really need to work on are most likely not going to get done if you have this huge list. And that's another reason why we want to mark half of our to-do list off. And you're going to ask why. Again, why are we doing this? And a lot of it is because you have that overwhelming urge to make a dent in a massive list. So what's the first thing you're going to do if you have a long list? You're going to tackle those small tasks or the easy stuff first, just so it feels like you're making progress. And most likely, those are not the things that you really need to accomplish first. So just cut your list in half, and that in itself will make you feel a lot better initially. And then again, this frees up more of your brain power to focus on the things that you really need to get done. Number 3 is something that I never even thought about doing, but it makes sense, and that's create a done list. How many times have you been doing goal setting or building a business plan or something, and they say you have to write it down in order for you to accomplish it, because when you see it and hear it and read it and write it, it just gets done. Well, same kind of applies to a done list too, but it actually gives you an idea. You can actually visualize what you had done in a day. A to-do list can be discouraging, and at the end of the day, sometimes you feel like you've absolutely accomplished nothing when in fact you have been doing something. I mean, unless you slept all day, you're certainly accomplishing something. And even if you slept all day indirectly, you've accomplished something because obviously you needed it. But when you feel like you are completing tasks, then you get a sense of motivation as well. So at the end of the day, just sit down and write everything down from morning to the end of your day of all the things that you've done. And I think you'll be quite surprised how much you've accomplished in such little time. And again, just visualizing that makes things a lot better and puts things in a better perspective for you. It'll certainly make you feel a lot better and make you feel a lot more accomplished. Again, you can see the progress now when you write this or create this done list, and you'll have a sense of accomplishment versus that feeling of overwhelm. So just to recap this WTF forum, again, pick your top 3 priorities right away and complete them. Number 2, cross off half of the things on your to-do list. And number 3, create your done list. So below in the comments, why don't you share with us some of the ideas that you may have that you use in prioritizing your to-do list, because someone else may learn from you. But these are just some of the 3 things that I have done, and the create the done list is something that I'm going to start doing because I'm curious to see how that works. But if you like this content, again, you can find me on thinkmefirst.com. I have a lot of blogs there and quotes, some activities, things of that nature. If you want some additional tips, tricks, and hacks, you can also sign up for my email. I send out 1 weekly email. I am on Pinterest if you are a Pinterest person. So I'm at pinterest.com/Missy Think Me First, and I have recently put up a YouTube channel too. So if you want to go there, just look for Melissa Shim at Think Me First, and please subscribe. I need at least 100 people to subscribe so I can actually use my Think Me First name and my URL, and it's so much easier to communicate to people and for them to find. But once again, I want to thank you all for showing up, and remember, think me first. Thanks, guys. You guys all have a good evening. Bye.